What's going on, everyone? Kyrie Irving, he is an absolute enigma. He is a man of mystery, and many people are always trying to figure out what he's referencing, what he's mentioning, what his thought process is. Kyrie Irving is just a guy that you can't get into his head. I don't even think Kyrie Irving knows what Kyrie Irving knows at some points, and even people in the comments said stuff like that, which I think is hilarious. It really is. It's a reality, right? And Kyrie Irving is somebody that changes his mind constantly, that is really big about being like cryptic when he's talking about things. And of course, in Kyrie Irving fashion, he released a cryptic tweet, or at least many people are interpreting it as a cryptic tweet, because about an hour ago, he posted an image, which we're going to get into. Now, the first image that he posted, this was a while back. This was on July 27, 2022, and it is a, grayish dark moon, right? And this was something that people were going down a rabbit hole. We even covered it here on this channel about like the moon and what does it mean, and people were trying to dissect it. And even back then I said I wouldn't even try to really dissect it. I wouldn't even really try to look into it. I think it's probably nothing, or it's just Kyrie Irving kind of trolling or whatever. And I still kind of feel that way. But people are using this and taking this connection and saying, look at this. He posted another new moon image, only this time it's yellow. And again, he posted this at the time of recording this video an hour ago, or a little over an hour ago. And people are saying, well, he posted the moon image of the Nets, and now he's posting the moon image of the Lakers. Does this mean that a Lakers trade is coming? Why would he post it at, 10 p.m. Pacific time? Like, what is going on here? Is this something? Is this a clue? Is this an insight into Kyrie Irving's mind that he's coming to the Lakers? Now, of course, it could be. It is kind of interesting that he posted this, gray moon, and now he's posting this yellow moon, and the colors of the Lakers are yellow, and the color of the Nets is that gray and black. And so, yeah, maybe you can make a connection there. Again, you're trying to dissect a mind that probably can't be dissected, and trying to get subliminal messages from somebody that is probably, he could be talking about anything. It could be as simple as like, he just likes posting moons, or, maybe there's there's a full moon coming or something, whatever. But nonetheless, it's public information now at this point that Kyrie Irving is likely going to the Lakers at some point, right? Kyrie wants to be traded to the Lakers. If he's not traded, he's supposed to sign with the Lakers next season. And ultimately, it seems to be a matter of when, not if, Kyrie Irving will be a Laker. But the Lakers are trying to pursue Kyrie Irving right now. And people are looking at this as like, hey, there were reports that the Lakers might give up 2 firsts and that they're trying to renegotiate. Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant gave the Nets an ultimatum that they just couldn't live up to. So they got to trade Kevin Durant. And so if they trade Kevin Durant, they got to trade Kyrie Irving, right? And so Kyrie Irving goes to the Lakers, and it's this big trade. And here's Kyrie Irving giving that yellow moon, saying, hey, I'm coming to the Lakers. It's happening. And look, I am somebody that believes very highly that Kyrie Irving is coming to the Lakers. I have said that I believe it's about 90% that he is coming to the Lakers. And I still believe that. I still believe that it's extremely high. Whether it's this year or next year, I think he comes to the Lakers. I think he wants to go. I think the Nets need to just move off and hit the reset button. Now, they could still drag this on for about another month, because we're still about a month away from training camp. So it isn't out of the realm of possibility that Brooklyn's like, let's take our time. Let's move Kevin Durant. Now, there were reports that Kevin Durant wants either the Boston Celtics or the Sixers. Celtics have the best package, make the best deal. I still don't think Kyrie gets traded till Kevin Durant is moved, but it could happen at any moment. We could wake up, in a couple hours and Kyrie Irving is traded, or Kevin Durant is traded, and then Kyrie shortly follows. And at this point, the Nets know what they're going to do with Kevin Durant. They know that they're going to trade him. Now, when are they going to trade him? That's the big question, right? That's the $1 million question. So at this point, do they just trade Kyrie Irving just to get off of it and get out the way, and, and then start making the next steps? That could be something that could happen. I do think that Kyrie Irving goes to the Lakers. I just think it's kind of silly to be trying to dissect all this stuff. And look, could it be a sign? Like, if we wake up tomorrow morning and Kyrie Irving is announced that he was traded to the Lakers, then maybe that's what that was. Maybe that was a reference, and it's something like that. But like, you go and you look at like the comments on the tweet, and you look at other people like pulling up like the talking about this tweet and stuff, and they're all like, "Oh, here it is, like here's your proof," and this, that, and the other, and I don't look at it the same way. And look, I love me a good conspiracy theory, I love me a good rabbit hole, but I just don't think that's what this is, especially when it comes to Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is one of the most unpredictable people I think there are on the planet, and especially in the NBA. We're talking about NBA players and trying to track and figure out what's going on in their heads. And 1 minute Kyrie wants one thing, the next minute he wants another. I mean, even from the Boston Celtics, right? He has that whole press conference where he's like, I'm not leaving anywhere, has the Wolf of Wall Street moment. And everyone's like, yeah, Kyrie's staying. And then like a week later he leaves, and it's like, okay, like so much for that, and it's just, he's a guy that, it's 1 minute he feels this way, the next minute he feels this way, and he's a guy that just kind of leans into his emotions, which is fine. I mean, he has that right, that ability, and there's a lot of questions with him, right? And the Lakers, the only reason the Lakers really want him is because of LeBron, and it makes sense. Like, you have to trade him at some point, because are the Nets really going to lose him for nothing? Are they really going to just let him go and not have any money to replace him? Because it's not like if he leaves, they get $36 million of cap space. No, they still have, Kevin Durant or whatever they get equivalent to Kevin Durant. And then they still have Ben Simmons on a max contract. And they still have Joe Harris, unless they can move off of Joe Harris in the Lakers deal, which if they can, then okay, cool. So maybe this is a sign, and I hope it is. Believe me, I am waiting anxiously for the Lakers to be announced to have acquired Kyrie Irving. I would love nothing more than that. I just don't think Kyrie tweeting a moon, even though it was yellow, is that. I still think, because you can make an argument, well, he tweeted the gray one, although that was, like a month ago, and things have changed since then. So maybe it is. I don't know. I just don't want people just basing the Kyrie Irving information based on a moon, which is kind of one of the things I wanted to talk about. Which I just, obviously I'm talking about the moon, but it's more so of like, this isn't concrete proof, rather than like, oh, Kyrie Irving posted about a yellow moon, so therefore he's coming to the Lakers. Like I said, could it turn out that's the case? Maybe we'll find out. I mean, if in a day or two, Kyrie Irving is a Los Angeles Laker, maybe we could look back at that and go, hey, look, Kyrie gave us a clue. Kyrie let us know that he was coming to the Lakers. Because he can't just flat out say that, right? Because that would be tampering, right? So, and that's kind of the thing that people are leaning on. Like, Kyrie can't just come out and say he's going to the Lakers or the Lakers are trading him, because now everyone's in trouble, right? But he could tweet a yellow moon, and that could be something that, everybody just runs with and believes that that's the case. And, maybe it is. I don't personally buy it. I don't think that that's going to be what's going to happen here. I do think he gets traded to the Lakers. I just don't think it's because of a yellow moon. Although it is pretty interesting. Like I said, it is quite a coincidence, I guess. And I'm sure it has some cryptic meaning. I'm sure it does have something in regards to, the situation at hand and the situation that's going on. It very well could be, but like, is that like our guarantee that he's going to the Lakers right now? I don't think so, but that's why I always pass the question on to you. So you've heard my opinion. I want to hear yours. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. What do you think about these tweets? Do you think like they're like, this is it? Like, this is the moment. This is the sign we've been waiting for. Kyrie's coming to the Lakers. Why else would he, tweet a yellow moon when he could have tweeted any color moon? He could have tweeted a, gray and black one again. Do you think like, oh, like this is a great sign? Like this means the Kyrie trade is coming? Or do you look at it like kind of like how I do, where it's like, you should probably not look into it too much. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It was just interesting, and I see so many people going down these rabbit holes talking about this. So I was like, why not make a video? Why not talk about it? Let's hear people's thoughts and opinions. Let's see what people think about it. So however you feel about it, whether you think it's something or you think it's nothing, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions and, kind of your perspective, your thoughts on this situation. Again, I do think he's coming to Lakers. I do think it's a matter of when, not if. But we'll see. We'll see how it all develops. Obviously, as a Laker fan, having a Laker channel, somebody that wants the Lakers to be good and competitive and be a contender once again, I would love for this to happen. I don't know how much I buy into Kyrie's cryptic tweets, but, I always get shown these things, and I just figured it'd be a fun conversation. But again, however you feel about it, whether you agree, disagree, if you're kind of in the middle, if you think like, yeah, maybe there is something there, maybe it's not. Like I said, I mean, we'll find out in a couple hours, I mean, and it wouldn't shock me if Kyrie knows something we don't know. You know, I'm sure he's aware of the situation that's going on. I'm sure he's talked to the Nets, or the Nets have told him, like, hey, we're trading you or we're keeping you or something. It's just odd that like nobody has really said anything. We have like it's all just like reports that are conflicting constantly. But we'll see how it all plays out. Love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. That being said, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, followed by the bell notification. Stay up to date with all things sports. Join this wonderful community and all of our discussions. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.